and welcome to the Online Zone right here on Card Player TV. Let's take a look at the Online Player of the Year standings. As you can see, Jason Wheeler still leads the way by 202 points over Alex Kadabra Keating. We had a chance to talk to Alex this week, and here's what he had to say. Alex, welcome to the show.
Hi, Julio. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. Now, before we get started, there's a lot of people out there who might not be familiar with you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into poker and what made you decide to turn pro?
I started playing just like home games with friends after watching it on TV a little bit. I probably got in like right before Moneymaker won, actually. And I really liked playing, and I was never winning, so I started looking up like how to play and stuff. And the first thing I read was just like you need to play aggressively. So as soon as I read that, I just started playing every hand, and it started working a lot better for me. I decided to turn pro after playing online for a long time. After I graduated high school, I was playing like $1 and $2 and $2 $4 cash games online, mostly heads up.
Okay.
And spin goes on that, and I really wanted to like work hard on college because I kind of like fell asleep in high school after about my junior year, and then I said as soon as I got to college, I was going to put in a lot of work. I started doing a lot of work at college and just at JC, and then everything just started clicking for me pretty much like right after I started college, and I put in way too much time into poker and not enough time into college, and I eventually just decided to quit.
Now,
college,
at that point, were you doing well in poker enough to quit, or did you just assume, hey, it's going to come to me, it's going to be great?
No, as soon as I decided to quit, I lost like 50 grand. I quit college, I lost like 50 grand in one day. So I was like, well, maybe that wasn't the best decision ever. And that was the biggest losing day I had for the time. I think I like won F-Top a little bit before that. But I was mostly just playing cash games at that point, not tournaments yet. Okay.
Now, you're sitting in second place in the Online Player of the Year race, just 200 points behind Jason Wheeler currently. Is that something you've rededicated yourself to this year, or have you changed anything up of your online game to put you back in the winner's circle?
Well, I'm still actually kind of new to tournaments. Like as far as like amount of tournaments I've played, I've definitely played less than anyone probably in the top 20. And I'm not just saying that this year. I'm just saying like lifetime. I was really a cash game player, and I didn't really plan on going to tournaments. But someone one time, I think like 2 years ago, I was in the Bahamas, and someone installed a Trojan on my computer, and they eventually won a whole bunch of money from me, and I didn't know about it till about a year later, and then I just stopped playing online cash games after that. First of all, I was losing just a ton, and second of all, I just didn't think my computer was just geared up. And if you play tournaments, you're playing with like a whole bunch of people, and it's just like, I don't know how to put this into words. One person just can't isolate you like that. And I've just been paranoid all about it ever since then. So I was always telling people, like, if I wanted to win the Player of the Year race, the Online Player of the Year race, I could win that pretty easily. Because it's just like, I guess I just don't think tournament players are very, very good, and they just put in a lot of time. And if I just like put in as much time as them, I'll be up there every year for sure.
Then let's see it. You planning on putting in some volume this year and going for it?
Yeah, I'm trying to play 3 days a week right now.
Okay.
Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, because when I played tournaments before, I would wake up in the morning if I had nothing on my schedule and I wanted to put in, if I wanted to commit all day to playing tournaments, I would. But now it's just like Saturday and Sunday, no matter what, I'm going to play tournaments. And Wednesday, after I get whatever I want to get done in the morning, I'm going to start playing tournaments for the rest of the night.
Okay, because it's interesting you say that, because I was talking to Steve Gross about this a week after he won the Online Player of the Year, and he said he had much more respect for cash game grinders and that they were on a completely different level than tournament pros were at. So, I mean, do you feel the same way? Do you feel that cash games are just that much harder, and that when you switch back to tournaments, you have an inherent advantage?
A little bit, yes. I just think cash game players, they all have like a very similar mindset. Tournament players, they all can do different things. There's some tournament players who are just like really dedicated to the tournaments, and there's some that just like will go all in every single hand of the 100 rebuy period to like build up the big stack, and a lot of them just like just like basically you're throwing enough at the wall, something's gonna stick, and that's they'll play a whole bunch of tournaments and not really pay attention, and once they're in the money, which I guess would be the sticking against the wall, they take it very seriously, and then they actually play like a good end game.
Gotcha. So you're more of a quality over quantity type of player.
Right. Yeah, I don't play as many tables as everyone else.
All right. Well, I mean, I'd be interested to see where you finish. Kind of taking on the online tournament scene all by yourself. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we going to see you next on the live circuit?
I'm going to Mohegan Sun this Friday.
Okay. Any plans to make it down to Florida after that, or stop at the Bellagio?
I don't know what's going on in Florida. I probably won't go to Bellagio because it'll probably be at the same time as Madrid, and I'd rather play that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, good luck the rest of the year, and thank you for being on the show.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Julio.
All right, Alex. Talk to you later. That'll do it for us here at the Online Zone. Be sure to send in your questions and comments to onlinezone@cardplayer.com. See you next week.